In today's video, I'll teach you how to get rid of your 50,000 unread emails or so and reach the mythical inbox zero. With my quick 5-step method, you'll be free of the ever-growing mess and ready to up your email game in no time. Let's do this. Hi my lovely people, I'm Natalia and welcome back to my channel where I share super actionable ideas on content creation for entrepreneurs and creatives. And today's subject is a little different because it's not strictly speaking about content itself. I'm talking about inbox zero and specifically how to clean up your inbox to actually reach it. I'll show you my easy 5-step method which will literally free you up almost instantly, and the whole process is relatively quick. So trust me, dealing with daily emails from now on will be a breeze. Once you reach inbox zero, you'll know the sense of freedom and a relief that it can provide. And you can have it on a daily with the right management. The first part can of course feel daunting, but don't you worry. I have a quick and easy process to get you through your thousands of emails in a short period of time. Of course, it all depends on how bad your inbox is now, whether it's just a messy corner or a full-on email jungle. With this method, however, I reckon even the worst of inboxes can be sorted within a day. And believe me, I've done it with my 2 email addresses with over 15 years worth of contents, so you can too. And guys, let's have some fun so that nobody feels too guilty about their little jungles. Share your magic number in the comments down below and see who had the most unread emails in their inbox. All right, let's get to it. Number 1, archive or delete. Before you start clearing out your inbox, you need to figure out what to do with any unwanted emails you currently have or will get in the future. There are 2 modes of operation, and these are archiving or deleting. And the best argument for archiving is that it's always a backup which you can come back to at any time. It eliminates the worry that you may need to refer to some message from a while back, but what if you deleted it and it's gone forever? After all, the sizes of our email accounts are so huge nowadays that there is very little chance you ever run out of space. So why not archive everything, right? And guys, I get the sentiment. I'm a bit of a hoarder by nature and prefer to keep things safe just in case. But in my opinion, there's no point in keeping every single email that comes your way. When it comes to our already busy and slightly overloaded inboxes, it makes more sense to take the minimalistic approach. That's why I keep what I need in the folders and the rest lands in my bin. If I don't think of it for the next 30 days and retrieve it from there, chances are I'll never really need to. And for me, it's simply out of sight, out of mind. And besides, it's so much quicker to find things with this preliminary selection and regular deleting. And who needs hundreds of promotional or notification emails, right? My point is this: if it makes you feel better to keep things safe, by all means, archive all your messages and keep the most important ones in the folders. But if you're fine with permanently deleting emails, be ruthless and just get rid of the ones you know you won't need. Choose your way and have at it. At the end of the day, as long as your inbox is kept clean, the rest is just a personal choice. Number 2, archive it all. All right, once we have that choice made, let's go ahead and archive all your emails. Okay, whoa, but I've chosen to delete all the unnecessary emails. Brilliant, that's great, but hear me out. The quickest you can reach inbox zero, the better. And this is by far the easiest and fastest way to do it. And don't worry, that's not the end of it. There are more steps to come. So rip that band-aid off now and let's get you sorted. All right, once you archive all your emails, they should appear in either your archive folder if you're using Outlook, or in the all emails folder if it's Gmail. Each email provider has their own way of dealing with this, but it should be a variation of these 2. Number 3, create folders. The classic inbox zero approach basically says use inbox for incoming email, deal with them then and there, and archive them or file them into the done folder. My method is a bit different. It relies on getting rid of all unwanted emails and keeping folders for emails which I want, need, or may potentially have to refer back to at some point in the future. I am fully aware that this can be substituted by a labeling system, but the folders simply work best in my case. Since I mostly use Yahoo or Outlook, these 2 are not as perfect with their labeling as I would prefer, so folders are a better fit for me. If you prefer labels, hey, that's absolutely fine. Each time I say folder, just think label. All right, first let's plan out a directory. Think of all the categories for your emails to be sorted into. And to give you an idea of what this might be, for a personal inbox, I have the likes of finance, family, shopping, registrations, jobs, freebies, subscriptions, travel, and business, with quite a few more specific subfolders. These will mostly be self-explanatory, but I'll briefly go deeper on some. I've always kept a registration folder to keep track of every account I set up with an email. This way, if I ever forget a service I liked or I'm purging, I can quickly review all the accounts at once. I have a subscriptions folder for all my important or inspiring subscriptions, but I don't keep each and every one of those emails here. If I read them and don't need them, I just delete them. Freebies is a similar folder because it's connected to my subscriptions, but if I ever receive a useful freebie, I always store it there rather than in my subscriptions folder because, again, I can find it easily and review all my freebies if I'm looking for specific knowledge. For business, I like to keep folders in line with specific parts of the company, so say marketing, sales, maintenance, finance, client comms, etc. These will be very specific to what your business needs. If you're an events planner, it might be a good idea to have a specific events folder, like weddings, let's say, and a subfolder with a year, then further subfolders with the months, and then subfolders with the days and events that are taking place then. It would look something like this. And with this setup, you can quickly view all communications pertaining to a particular event in one place. And even after some weeks with a crystal clear inbox zero, you'll still find yourself having to add a folder, but you'll eventually settle with your own directory that you're happy with. So don't stress about it too much at the beginning, just create a base and build on top of it. And after all, it's just a folder or a label, and you can always rename it or restructure it. Number 4, clear out subscriptions. Let's face it, the bulk of noise in your inbox most likely comes from regular subscriptions, which you don't really read. And heck, if you're a business owner, you're very likely to receive tons of emails which you've never signed up for. That's why I recommend starting with massively unsubscribing. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying all subscriptions are bad and you need to get rid of all of them. There are really fantastic newsletters from great businesses or experts that inspire me, and I value their presence in my inbox, but the word value is key here. Limit the number of subscriptions to the ones you actually care about and read each time. In line with various data protection laws, depending on where you're from, most of these emails have an unsubscribe link at the bottom of the message in small print. And by clicking on it, you can set up your preferences for a particular mailing list and free yourself from unwanted emails. Some email providers like Yahoo or Gmail have internal unsubscribe functionalities built in, so you can use these as well, especially if you can't find the unsubscribe link. Once you hit unsubscribe from an email list, search your inbox for this particular sender and delete all the emails. If it's a subscription you want to keep, search by sender and move the emails you want to keep to the subscription folder. And then really just get rid of the rest. There's no point in keeping emails you won't ever refer back to. You can consider using various email management apps to roll up your subscriptions into a combined daily newsletter. I'll discuss it in my upcoming video, so make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell not to miss this one. Number 5, sort the rest. Now you should be down to a considerably lower number of emails left to deal with. And what I like to do next is to check a few top emails one by one, and it's actually very similar, but not the same, to how your email workflow should look like from now on. And yes, my next video is going to be all about that, so be sure to check it out when it's published. First, I identify what these emails are about, and then I decide if I want to keep it or ditch it. Next, I check if it's a regular sender or one-off email, and if it's a one-off, go ahead and file it or delete it. If there are more similar emails from the same sender, search for all of them. So say you found an email from Asana, I would just type in Asana in my search bar, select all the emails and make sure they are actually all selected. And again, either file them into the correct folder or delete. And remember, always check the bottom of the email to unsubscribe if you find a recurring unwanted email. After you've dealt with around a month's worth of emails, you could call it a day, because let's face it, anything older than that is probably not that useful to you and can remain in the archive. Besides, you can always search for it. However, if you want to go to the next level, think of any emails that you could have received before that might be useful to store in a separate folder, or again, a label. This can be correspondence from your bank, a previous job, or uni, and search for specific key phrases and then file them in a bulk. But if you're anything like me and you go into Godzilla mode, if things are not neatly organized and in their designated place, do it with the rest of the emails as well. Simply keep working through the archive by constantly identifying the topmost email, searching for sender, and filing until you reach the perfectionist nirvana. And trust me, you should be done before you know it. If you have thousands and thousands of emails, it may take a while, but I had 50,000 emails in my inbox, and with this method, I got it all nicely sorted in 3 hours. If you want to know how to maintain your inbox zero, then I'm sure you're going to love the upcoming videos on my daily email workflow and the inbox zero tactics, so make sure to watch these when they're out. Subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell to not miss these too. Leave a thumbs up if I helped you out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.